Hey, how y'all doing today? I'm just about to dive right in on why this is on my mind. And some of us experience, jealous or envy from family, friends, associates, relationships, things of that nature. And you can actually feel when somebody like dislike you, or they're jealous of you, or envious, or hate you. Now, jealousy is like cruel as the grave. Now, this is in the word. This is in the Bible, y'all. Like, you can have somebody just so upset with you because you either level up in life, or you moved on, or you hang around a new group of friends and they feel like you neglected them. This can cause these things. Like, just petty stuff can cause somebody to feel like, oh, well, you don't mess with me anymore, you must have something against me. And you can be thinking to yourself like, wait, I don't ever remember us ever really having a falling out. But they took it that way to themselves. They told themselves that you don't like them. So in their mind, low key, they think you don't like them, but you don't have anything against them. Especially if you're spiritual or Christian, you try to live a holy, righteous lifestyle. They can't accept the fact that you're leveling up in life and you just got busy, or you have a lot of things to do, you have a lot of tasks to accomplish, or you got goals and dreams that you're trying to accomplish. Now, these things also can cause somebody to be jealous or envious of you. Do you know the level of anger or jealousy or envy or hatred they got to have towards you to be, cruel as the grave? Like, I mean, this is like almost like a person that extremely dislike you, because I've experienced this just like some of y'all probably experienced this as well. And like I said before, this can be family, friends, loved ones, relationships, associates, people you work with. You got a promotion, now they're jealous and envious of that. Like, you're jealous and envious because I'm trying to level up and do better with my life. This is crazy. But these are the things that we experience and that we have to look out for, because jealous people, they can tear you down or slander you, or have these little inside jokes that they like to tell. Some people always say that too. Be careful when people are always like joking around. Like, they'll say it's a joke, but deep down they really mean it, Now, deep down, they really mean the inside joke. It was like, oh, you think you're better than us. And they can be a little prideful, but they can be saying it with an inside joke. Like, oh, no, I was just joking around. Oh, you got this. You think you're better than us. You think you're all high and mighty. Now, you don't probably think none of that stuff about yourself. You just want to live your best life and be happy with all of your accomplishments. And you want your friends, family, and loved ones to be happy for you. But it don't work like that all the time. Most people, when they see you leveling up, they can get offended from your come up, from your glow up. They can be jealous of that. And you'll be thinking, why are you jealous of me just leveling up in life? Like, ain't that's what we're supposed to do? Stay in faith, trust in God, pray, fast, and stay in faith, and try to follow the 10 commandments, not live in sin or fornication or adultery, not break none of the 10 commandments, try to live holy or righteous. God said, I judge the righteous and I'm angry with the wicked every day. That is in the Bible. God judged the righteous and is angry with the wicked every day. So if you're living a wicked lifestyle, you're jealous, you're envious, you're always talking down on people, you're hateful, you always got something negative to say, never nothing positive, a bitter Betty, somebody that's just like, oh, you this, you're that. And you're just like, no, I don't think I'm none of those things. I'm just a regular person, just trying to live a spiritual life, Christian lifestyle, and make it the best way I can. Look at the cost of living. So if you're doing better than someone that you came up with, let's say you were young or something, and then you came up with them, then they're going to basically say, oh, you think you're better than me now because you got a promotion, or you got a bigger house or nice cars than me. Like, no, I don't think none of that. Like I said before, some people take things, the wrong way. They can get offended. They get offended by things you did not say off just a thought in their head, because they're demonic. Some people live other world. If you're Christian or spiritual, you're trying to live a holy Christian lifestyle. And here On the right side of you, you have a demonic person that lives worldly. God said, be in the world, but not of the world, because they have these worldly habits and addictions that they picked up from other things, places, people, places, or things along the way from when they were young, and now that they grew up, and now they want to hold that against you. And so you have to tell some people, hey, I don't have nothing against you. Whatever it is, hey, it is what it is. I mean, I ain't trying to fight or argue or start anything crazy or no conflict with anybody. And some people still will take it the wrong way, no matter what you tell them. It's crazy. That's why you have to stay praying. You have to stay in faith. You have to trust in God, put God first in everything. That's what keeps you going. That's what inspires you. That's what motivates you. That's what puts you at peace. You're not going to find any peace on earth that you're going to get from the heavens, from God in heaven. You will never get that here. That's why you will always stay lost, and you will always have that void that needs to be filled, because you're not praying. You're not close to God. That's why your life is upside down in turmoil. You're hanging around people that's jealous and envious of you because you're trying to fill that loneliness void. So you will accept somebody talking down on you or disrespecting you or jealous or envious of you because you don't want to be alone. But you're never alone. God said, I would never forsake you. So truly, you're never alone, but in your mind, because you have so many enemies, the devil, demonic demons, people that's coming up against you that the devil is using, mad at you. These things right here causes that. Oh, you think you're better than me, like you always. I had somebody tell me, oh, you think you're better, basically like I'm prideful or something. I'm like, no, I'm not. I do not think that at all whatsoever. I'm just trying to live a holy, righteous life, trying to stay on the straight and narrow path. I do not want to go down the path of destruction. I ain't trying to go burn for eternity. I'm trying to live right and inspire others to change their life. That's why I'm a messenger. That's why I was like, hey, listen, to be a true chosen disciple, you have to try to at least live by the truth, live by the 10 Commandments and the Holy Bible. A lot of people don't want to do it because it's too hard. It's too out of their norm. It's not the norm for them. They may have grew up in a bad neighborhood or a toxic, bad environment or a household where everybody was just doing everything, and they may have cleaned up some things. I'm not going to say all of them are all bad. A lot of chosen was out. None of us are perfect. The only perfect person is Jesus Christ. So none of us is perfect, but it is a lot of fake chosen ones out here, false prophets, false, saying fake religion, fake false beliefs that don't lead people to Christ. They don't tell people these things. You can be living with somebody. You can have in a relationship, and the person that you're with can be threatened by you because your accomplishments in life. You may have goals, dreams, or visions, and they don't have them. Guess what? They can be envious of you. Now you're trying to, get married to this person, engaged to this person. And if you find this out later on down the road and you didn't see all the red flags, now this right here can be very bad for people, because this can lead to a divorce. Because you were like, wow, I really thought that, you were going to be there and be proud of me, but instead you become jealous of me, envious of me. You're hating on me. You become vindictive. You're trying to sabotage my accomplishments. You're trying to tell people that I'm a bad person. These things can lead to divorce. So that's why you have to look out for these things, because you can't just get married and if it don't work out, divorce and go marry somebody else, because you will be living in sin. You will be living in adultery. The only grounds for divorce really is, if they cheat on you. And you're allowed to separate, but you can't move on and just go marry somebody else as you please. Like boyfriend and girlfriend is different, or engagement is different from actually marrying somebody. And that's what they made the new norm over here in the West, in America. You don't want to be living in sin, and because you end up marrying somebody that didn't believe in your goals and dreams, and then it became a threat to them because you don't have that much time for them like you used to when you first got together, because you became a business person. You might own your own company. You might be an entrepreneur, and this person is jealous and envious. Like they say in the word, jealousy is cruel as the grave. These things can lead to divorce. People can be shacked up, fornicating, think you're finna get married to this person, and this person see all of your accomplishments, and they want to sabotage, they want to cheat on you, they want to just distract you. That's the enemy. And you see the red flags. If they're not a godly person, like I told my cousin, I say I had to break it off with somebody because they don't want to be a godly woman. I say I will not stand for that at all. None of that, all that disrespect, all that talking down, all that criticizing, gossiping, and slandering. I can't do it. Because you have to have your house in order for you to grow as well. So you do not want to be in a toxic environment, toxic relationship full of drama, all that arguing, fussing, and fighting. And you're trying to live a Christian lifestyle. You're trying to be spiritual. You're trying to hear the word. You listen to your gospel. You're in a good mood. And here you are married or in a relationship, should I say. You ain't even married just yet. You're trying to get married to this demonic person that wants to be worldly. Do not be unequally yoked, because this will lead to jealous and envy. You know, hating on you because you want a better life for you and the person that you're with, but they can't see it because they have a veil covered over their eyes and they're blinded. They're blinded by society, and they always want more. Some narcissistic people, you cannot please them. No matter what you do, it's never enough. And I know some people have experienced that before. It seems like I've been through that as well. It seems like they were always something wrong. They were either jealous because people like you, you're popular, you're a good person. People just love your energy, and people will get jealous of that. And then that will cause them to kind of break away from you or sabotage the relationship, which is sad in a way, because it's like, why would you want to mess up something so good, so great, that was going so smooth, because you think the grass was greener on the other side? Just jealous of your accomplishments. Like you're a threat. Some people don't like people to be, you know, basically accomplishing all of their goals and dreams, and they don't have a vision, because it makes them feel less than for some reason. It's like a threat to a narcissistic person, you know. And so you have to look out for these things. But I've been hearing a lot of that go around about jealousy and envy, and I just really want to touch on that and give my thoughts, and just say we can't be ending up with people trying to marry people, getting divorced, you know, living in adultery or fornication, you know, because you can't just get married and divorce. You can't just be living together, shacked up, sleeping together, having kids, out of wedlock, and you're not married. That would be living in sin. And I have to live by this as well. So that's why I'm a messenger, so that it helps me as well doing this, actually being like this. This helps me to stay on the straight and narrow path and stay on this holy train to holiness and righteousness, so that we all can join together, because it's passing through. So a lot of people, if they don't hit that subscribe button, that click that notification bell, like it, so you can get the messages whenever I drop them, you can get all the updates, you can miss it. And it's just going to grow. It's just going to get better and better over time. And we're going to be doing other things. I'm going to try to branch out and do other great things. Try to like form holy groups for really Christians, like diehard Christians that really follow Jesus. Those probably will be coming later on down the road, but we definitely want to build here first and then start branching out to do bigger and better things, and throw retreats and probably go on cruises and go on adventures together, like actually Christians fellowshipping together, because we're spread it out. You know, chosen ones, real chosen disciples, children of God. I be seeing them. I be seeing like little prophets and Christians and people that really love Jesus and sticking to their word. And they have you can tell they have a real beautiful spirit. And I would really like to connect with those people later on down the road, whenever I get well and established, you know. And I just like to, you know, spread the message, because this helps me as well to grow, to continue to walk in faith and grow in faith as well. So I hope everybody's having a good day, and God bless.